Okay, go ahead.
Okay, welcome to mat assignment display for track wrestling. We're going to be reviewing how to operate that. So to bring that up, we'd go to our operating tab at the top, select mat assignment display. For this tab, it'll give you all your display settings. You can choose to display this on a projector or a large monitor or a jumbotron. You're going to have a tournament default. Every time you select this, it'll bring up the same settings that you have saved. If you'd like to have optional settings for a different screen, for example, if your announcers want to view something different, you can select the little plus button and add a preset. And we're going to name this announcer. And you can set a separate display for your announcer. So we're going to start with our tournament default, and we're going to use our column layouts. On this, there's a beautiful little button that's called defaults. If you select that, it'll autofill what your wrestlers' columns are. So it would start with your upcoming status, and this is who's on deck, who's wrestling, and who's in the hole. This little sliding bar here will show how dark or light you want your little button to be. So the green can be really bold, it can be really light. It'll be a little dot at the beginning that shows the upcoming status. So green would be on the mat wrestling, yellow would be on deck, and the white gray would be in the hole. So that would be your first column, would be your upcoming status. The next column would be your bout number, then your mat number, and then it would get into your group, division, your weight class, your first name, last name, and your wrestler's team. Then wrestler 2, first name, last name, wrestler team. If I wanted to add another column, for example, we wanted to put in the bout type. If we wanted to know if it was a semifinal or a consolation round, you can add that. Add the number of characters that you might need. And then if you'd like, you can drag and drop that in the order where you'd like it to appear. So you can put it after weight class, saying this is a semifinal with these wrestlers' names on it. Once you have all your columns filled out, you can scroll down. You can show recent results if you'd like. And that could scroll along the top or the bottom. You can choose the scroll bar. It would scroll 100 pixels in the font size that you choose. You can also display team scores along the top or the bottom. Again, it would scroll across the top or the bottom of your mat assignment display. The other option is you could show announcements at the top or the bottom of your screen. And then in advanced settings, you can choose which mats you'd like to highlight if you're only using 4 mats. If you're using 2 gyms, you can select which mats are in each gym. If you have specific age groups and specific rooms, you can select specific age groups for that specific display. There's also a nice dark mode that would have the background black instead of white. That's nice for those big, huge jumbotrons that are super bright. This would be the dark mode that you can change it to. And then at the very bottom, you can hit save your settings, and then you can view your display. If you try to pull this up before you have any matches assigned to mats, it'll be blank. But once you've assigned matches to mats, you should have the green, the yellow, and the white. You'll have more matches assigned here, but it'll show you the bout number, the mat number, the mat number, the division, what round you're in, and then you can choose abbreviations for your team, your first and last name of each wrestler. if we go back and you were to select your, oh, I did not hit save. If we go back and hit announcer, and we did the same thing, sometimes announcers like to have a little bit more specific things. For example, you can add what grade they're in, you could add their hometown, and then sometimes the announcers like to highlight those things as they pop up. So you can have a separate assignment preset for your announcer's screen, and if they accidentally click out of it, instead of resetting up the whole thing, you can just select the announcer's preset. Again, always remember to hit save at the bottom, and then you can view your mat assignment display. And that concludes our video. Thank you.